Hello and welcome to WHSH TV. I'm Connor Nolan and with me is Colton Garland.
That's right, Connor. We have yet another full week of news to bring to you.
And half of the news that we have this week is completely dedicated to prom. We'll talk to local law enforcement about the dangers of irresponsible partying. We will also take a look at Operation Safe Prom and the dangers of drunk driving.
Also, we hear from fellow WHS students on what colors they will be wearing to prom this year, and we will have a highlight of a popular prom weekend destination, Holiday World, and their newest attraction.
All of that and plenty more. It's Friday, April 17th, and you are watching WHSH TV. So prom night is on its way, and unfortunately with prom comes some students who take the partying a little too hard. Every prom in America is accompanied by a plethora of police officers roaming the streets. They're on the lookout for two things in young drivers, whether or not their seatbelts are clicked, and most importantly, if the one behind the wheel is under the influence. We met up with the Chief Deputy of Daviess County, Officer Gary Allison, on what the dangers are of impaired driving, as well as the repercussions of being caught in the act of what is a serious crime.
Drinking and driving, it's not only drinking and driving, it's drugs and driving. Marijuana is a drug. It's not just drinking and driving, there's pills and driving, there's meth and driving. Anything that's going to impair your driving is going to be fundamentally dangerous to you and anybody around you in the public. Crashes occur, people are injured, people are paralyzed, and people die. Patrols out that night, you're talking basically about WHS, but we also have here in the Sheriff's Office, we do Bar Reeves and North Daviess, and we've got officers at those, and I believe Washington has officers at WHS's and WC's. So yeah, we'll be out there and we'll have extra people out. Well, first off, you're going to come to jail. Then you're going to lose your license in court. You're going to have to pay for an attorney. You're going to have probation. You could face jail time, and you will lose your license for a period of up to 180 days. Driving accident, of course, you could raise your insurance rates. You could be injured. You will injure an innocent person. You injure your prom date. Death is the ultimate sacrifice for driving while intoxicated. The drunk tank, we're going to go down there and see that in a bit. It's just a metal door with concrete floor, concrete beds, and concrete walls all the way around. Stainless steel toilet and sink. If you've taken anything that's going to impair your judgment, be it alcohol, drugs, or any illegal narcotics or prescription pills or anything like that, that's going to impair your driving, don't be doing it. One drink is one too many for prom kids because they're all under 21, but you know, if you do find yourself in a situation where you've been drinking, make sure you have a designated driver. The post-proms that I've been to, where I've been as a law enforcement officer, we've had very little trouble. Everybody knows not to be showing up there intoxicated, so.
Jacob Busboom, one of our talented cameramen here at WHSH, and yours truly, we took it upon ourselves to record the footage you just saw inside the drunk tank. And let me tell you, the atmosphere in there makes it a little harder to breathe. Not good. To the students tempted to drink on prom night with your friends, you don't need to drink to fit in. In fact, research shows that more than 70% of youth aged 12 to 20 have not had a single drink within the past month. So don't feel like you're alone in your good habits, guys. Simple as that. Now, if that did not convince you that drunk driving is not only illegal, but dangerous to your life and the lives of others, consider this. Alcohol use kills 4,700 teens each year. Also, teens are less capable than adults at knowing when they've had too much to drink. And this often leads to teens thinking they are able to drive after drinking. Underage drinking kills 1,900 people in fatal car crashes every single year. Now, because of these horrible statistics, the Indiana State Police, along with local officials, organized Operation Safe Prom on Tuesday. This event recreates the tragedy of a drunk driving crash with the help of local law enforcement and first responders. Juniors from area high schools attended the event, and a few of them played roles in this crash. WHSH-TV's Liam O'Haver spoke with one participant about his experience as the drunken driver.
I definitely think this is a good event. I mean, even if it just affects one person, that's one life that we know on prom night should be safe. Also, I really enjoyed working with these guys. It's quite the experience. It actually really touches you being a participant in it. It's kind of rough, actually, but I think it's a very good event. The handcuffs, they hurt quite a bit, actually. And then when you sit in the vehicle, they usually tighten up on you. And when you're walking with the leg chains, those tighten up when you walk too, so it did not feel too hot to be in cuffs.
Liam also spoke with Daviess County prosecutor Dan Murray about Operation Safe Prom and how long the event has been around.
I've been doing this for years. We've taken a little break, and I'm excited that we're back. And I think it helps the kids because it's really impactful, it's memorable, and it kind of cuts against their belief system that everybody's okay every time, because that's not always true. I want to say maybe 2006 or 7 I started. We've been away from it since about 2011, and now we're back. I've always had really positive feedback, so I'm glad we're bringing it back, and I hope it's effective this year.
Changing gears for a moment now as we head into the upcoming Tastes of Daviess County. The annual event will be held April 27th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Eastside Park. Tastes of Daviess County is sponsored by the Daviess County YMCA. We spoke with YMCA CEO Tom Danahy about next week's event.
Taste of Daviess County is a special event fundraiser. It's a lot of fun. A lot of nonprofits do special events to raise money for the programs that the organization works for. In our case, it's healthy lifestyles, youth development, and social responsible programs. So we just like everyone to come on out to the Taste of Daviess County on Monday, April 27th from 4:30 to 7:30 and enjoy food from all different vendors. Thanks. This program is unbelievable. It's been 22 years we've been doing the Taste of Daviess County. You know, there are things like golf tournaments and fun runs and things, but the Taste is simply eating. You come in and we have 17 different vendors. Some of the vendors are H&'s Farm Market, Cafe House Bakery, Noble Romans, Wendy's, Old Nesson House, Something Sweet, Cherry Ghost Coffee House, Pop Around the Clock, Papaquino's Pizza and Pasta, Carla's Catering and Creations, Pizza Hut, El Mazalan, The Produce Patch, Reed's Food and Stuff, yo, that's good, Long John Silver's, and The Lodge. So as you can see, it's supported by a lot of great stores and groceries in our community. And it's an opportunity for them to put on their culinary delight so that we know all the good things that are here in our community. So we encourage you all to come out and enjoy. That's the thing about the Y. Everyone in the community benefits from having the Y here. We strengthen the community, and everyone's invited. So bring the family. Tickets for family are $30, $25 for a couple, and $15 for an individual. And you can get those tickets right here at the Y. Or you can come that night, 4:30 to 7:30, for $3 extra. This year's theme is superheroes, and we can't wait to start the Taste. And some of my superhero staff are with me today to get the thing going. YMCA sponsors a lot of community events. We financially assist a lot of people to come in here to get better health services. Everything from swim lessons, our Splash program, to Healthy Kids Day are all programs that the whole community is invited to attend, and it helps elevate all of us.
Again, tickets are on sale at the Daviess County Family YMCA front desk. Proceeds from Taste go to the WISE Scholarship Youth Program, and more information can be found by going to dcymca.org. When we come back, Colton will have a quick look at your weekend weather, and we'll have a look at some events happening around school, and plus, something for roller coaster fans out there. Stay tuned.
heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community, which means your stuff can be more powerful than you think. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Welcome back to WHSH TV. This weekend looks to have some strong thunderstorms, especially to our south. It is very likely that we will see severe storms on Saturday with things clearing up by Sunday afternoon. As you can see on our quick 7-day forecast, like I said, Saturday we will have a chance of rain with a high around 66. But after that it will be sunny with temperatures staying just about the same in the lower 60s. It will be sunny all the way through into next weekend. So it looks like we have a pretty good week coming up for us. That's it for a quick look at your weather. We'll be right back here on WHSH.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
Welcome back to WHSH TV. This past Wednesday, Washington High School held its Academic Awards Night and its banquet. The yearly event honors those Washington High School seniors who have high academic achievements. Scholarships and other awards are also handed out during the night. The night also allows students to thank mentors who have helped them achieve their success. Academic Awards Night is always a good sign of how close we are to the end of the school year and graduation. Up next, another event that just took place was the annual blood drive, which I was a part of. Student Council sponsored the blood drive on Thursday morning in the auditorium. The event was a success, but the American Red Cross is always in need of blood donations. For more information on how to donate and to find blood drives near you, visit redcrossblood.org. redcrossblood.org if you need to check that out. As everyone knows, prom is just around the corner. Washington's prom theme this year is The Great Gatsby. Americans spend roughly $6.6 billion on prom each year. Most of that money is spent on dresses and tuxedos. Nick Gray went around school to see just what color is in this year for the couples that are going to prom.
Hi, I'm Nick Gray from WHSH, and I'm here with Jacob Busboom. Jacob, what color are you wearing to prom this year?
Well, I'm wearing a dark eggplant purple.
Thank you for your time. Now I'm here with sophomore Caleb King. Caleb, what color are you wearing to prom this year?
Well, my date calls it periwinkle, but it just looks like blue to me.
Thank you for your time. Now I'm here with Jake Bedwell. Jake, what color are you wearing to prom this year?
Black and peach.
Thank you for your time.
Well, I'm going to be wearing purple and a little bit of silver. I think the silver is really going to give it kind of a shiny look, and the purple's kind of going to make it look a little sleek. I think with my dark skin, the purple's going to look great, and I can't wait to walk out there with my prom day and have a fantastic night, because who doesn't like purple and silver with silver and purple?
Well, I'll be wearing a black tux and a little bit of white right here, and purple vest and a purple tie.
I'll be wearing a pink suit and a white undershirt with a black tie.
I'll be wearing a black suit with purple vest, kind of lavender color.
Yeah.
Purple, blue. My dress is red.
Thank you for your time.
Very interesting picks. Washington's prom is May 2nd. A popular prom weekend destination in the area is Holiday World, And the local theme park opens to the public tomorrow with the debut of their newest ride, the Thunderbird. It's the nation's first launched wing coaster. A wing coaster is one where the seats hang over the edge of the track, so nothing is above or below you. Holiday World's new ride launches from 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Thunderbird is the first steel roller coaster for the park, and Holiday World opens for the season this Saturday. Now, coming up after the break, we will continue our weekly segment dealing with teen pregnancy and prevention. Also, a quick look at sports and your weather for next week. Stay tuned to WHSH TV.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Cinderella found the pet that fits her perfectly. Tiana gave her pet the royal treatment. Belle found beauty where no one else did. And you can too. Share your heart. Share your love. Bring home your forever friend. Make a shelter pet part of your world. Happily Ever After begins at theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to WHSH TV. In this week's pregnancy and prevention segment, we are going to take a look at an often overlooked issue that can lead to physical interactions. We're talking about sexting, and with the explosion of social media apps and everyone having a smartphone, the issue is growing by the day. And the consequences related to sexting are different than those related to teen parenting. But one issue that often leads into the other. Daviess County Chief Deputy Prosecutor Donita Farr about the issues and penalties relating to sexting. Here we are.
Sexting is when you send a text message or a picture to somebody. It can be Instagram, it can be Snapchat, things along those lines that are of salacious nature. So things involving sex and texts and the internet, basically. I think it's pretty big. I mean, you have, what was his name, Anthony Weiner, the senator from New York that got booted out of the Senate because he was sexting a girl back here in Indiana. I think she was from Princeton, if I remember correctly. So, I mean, it goes from all the way up down to kids in school. Kids have been expelled for sending pictures to one another. People have gone to prison for having some of those pictures and things like that. So it can be a pretty big problem. It depends. For an adult, if you have possession of child pornography, which is, they say it's child pornography, but really a picture of anybody naked from the age of 18 or under is considered child pornography. And possession of child pornography is a level 6 felony, which can be up to 2.5 years in prison. Child solicitation, which is where somebody tries to get somebody else, a younger person, to engage in sexual activities, is a level 5 felony, and that's up to 6 years in prison. What happens when a sext or a picture is sent with other people, every single person that has that sext or that photo in their phone, technically, if it's a naked picture, they are in possession of child pornography. So they could face up to 2.5 years in prison. It's actually a combination between the two. Long-term effects could affect your college career, jobs in the future, scholarships, things along those lines. And short-term, when you guys are all getting ready to go to college, or most of you are getting ready to go to college, a lot of college applications and schools request your username, your password for any type of social media that you have, so they can go back in and look at it. Some of these schools have entire departments, so that's all they do is they go in and basically creep on people to see what they have, what they're not disclosing. And I know I've had phone calls from people saying, oh my gosh, my ex-boyfriend has a picture of me and now it's getting spread all over the internet. What can you do? And there's absolutely nothing that we can do about it. Once it's out there forever. But as far as universities, colleges, and even prospective employers are doing this type of, I hate to say creeping, but they're going back and looking to see what type of information and what type of photos and information you're putting out there for other people to see. Because quite frankly, the schools are concerned about their reputation, and their reputation is based upon their students. And the same thing with prospective employers. Their reputation is based on the same thing. Tell somebody, first of all, save it. Always save it. And tell someone about it. Whether it's a teacher, a parent, a guardian, a pastor, just let somebody know. Don't send it on to anybody else. Or a police officer, or even me. You can call me at the prosecutor's office and let me know. One, I wouldn't put down any type of schedule down anywhere. We had a case where a girl had put on her Facebook, although I don't think kids are using Facebook anymore, but put down on her Facebook exactly her hours that she worked and pictures. So this creepy old guy went to her work knowing that she was there, knew what her name was, knew what her birth date was, knew what her likes and dislikes were, and started engaging her and talking to her. And she thought that she had met the man of her dreams because he just seemed like he knew so much about her, and he really did know everything about her, but because for the wrong reasons. And she's no longer here because of that horrible situation where he basically kidnapped her and killed her. So
those are some very serious issues that everyone definitely needs to know about. And we would like to thank Prosecutor Farr for her time with that interview. Coming up next, sports with Drew Davis. Stay tuned to WHSH.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Oh! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome to WHSH Sports. I'm Drew Davis. The Hatchets had some trouble against the Linton Miners. The Hatchets' offensive hot streak continued, though, on Tuesday, but it was not enough to take down Linton Miners at the sports complex. Linton defeated the Hatchets 9-7. Washington had 11 hits, including the first home run of the season by Jake Bedwell. Bedwell was 3 for 4. Austin Moody and Jeremiah Kirsch also had 2 hits each. Linton used their 10 hits to push across 2 late runs. Jake Bedwell picked up the loss, going 5 innings, giving up 9 hits and 5 earned runs. The Hatchets were back in action for their Big 8 opener last night. The Hatchets were defeated by Class 3A number 5 Jasper at the Washington Sports Complex. The Wildcats came away with a 16-4 5-inning win due to the run rule. Washington fell behind quickly to Jasper as Hatchet starter Caden Fender gave up 4 runs in the first inning, 2 of which were unearned. Fender bounced back, though, holding Jasper to just 1 run over the next 2 innings. Nick Gray had 2 RBIs. Jake Babel and Zach Scheid each had an RBI. The Hatchets will be back in action on Monday when they travel to Mount Carmel for another Big 8 game. The Indiana Boys All-Stars were announced. The team included a few 30-point-per-game scorers and Mr. Basketball Caleb Swanigan from Fort Wayne Homestead, Harris Brown from Indianapolis Hope, Ryan Wellich from Greensburg, Ryan Klein of Carmel, Devin Kennedy of Mishawaka Marion, Ryan Fazekas of Marquette Catholic, and Jalen Sanford from Evansville Rights round out the team. Now we're moving to the NBA with the NBA playoffs. The playoffs are now underway for more than a week, and there's been some interesting games so far. Here's a look at the series. The most interesting series so far is the Spurs versus Clippers. The series is tied at 1, and they'll play again tonight. Tyler Zeller and the Boston Celtics are now trailing the Cavaliers 3-0 in their first-round series. The Bulls and Warriors used overtime rallies and big games from their point guards, Stephen Curry and Derrick Rose, to take commanding 3-0 series lead. That's it for sports. Thanks for tuning in this week. Next, we'll have an interview with the Zellers next week here on WHSH. You'll want to see that one.
Look at me. Hey.
Raymond, look at Mommy.
Maybe the light hurts his eyes.
Maybe she's just not hungry. Maybe he can't hear us. Maybe we're not stimulating him enough. Maybe it's a phase.
Avoiding eye contact is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
Welcome back to WHSH TV on this Friday afternoon. As we take a look at our radar right here, you can see some small precipitation down in the south in southern Illinois moving into western Kentucky down near Paducah. So that obviously won't affect us too much. However, as we move into the farther into the weekend, we will have some precipitation moving into the Ohio River area farther down here. So we might get a little bit of that. We'll just catch the northern edge of that storm. However, I do think we should have a pretty good looking weekend other than Saturday as we take a look at our 7-day forecast. On Saturday, as you can see, we'll have a high of 66 with a good chance of rain. As we move into Sunday, we will have clouds with a high of 63. We'll stay in the lower 60s for Monday with sunny skies once again. On Tuesday, we'll have partly sunny skies with a high of 66. Wednesday and Thursday will be partly cloudy with a good chance of sun and highs in the upper 60s. Then on Friday, we'll have sun and clouds with a high of 71. So it looks like we'll have a good chance of some nice weather this weekend.
Thanks, Colton. So enjoy the weather while you can this weekend. Make sure to be safe on Saturday. We'll see you next week right here on WHSH TV. Thank you for watching.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning